So we've hopefully got a bit of an understanding now as to what the layout files are and what XML is. And XML is the language the layout files are written in, or the format they are saved in, .xml. So the final objective for this tutorial is to know where the layout files are located. Okay, I'm just going to actually change this back to text view because there's a lot of stuff here that might confuse and get in the way. Let me change this back to text. Okay, good. So we have this simple view. So on the left in the project pane, if you've opened this top level folder here, a lot of folders with folders inside them, with folders inside them, and some files we don't understand yet. It might be very difficult to wonder where this layout file might be, where it's stored, where it's kept. There's a couple of ways I could maybe do that. I could maybe, well, we can hover over the file and it will give us a indication, but that's a pretty difficult way of working that out because it's quite a long path. We could click through all the different folders and try and find this file. That would take far too long. I could maybe just show you it myself, but you'd probably forget. There's a pretty useful tool which I discovered quite late in my Android developer career, but it's a super useful one. So with this file selected, click in that file, and over the project pane we have a little target symbol, a little like a bullseye kind of thing. If we click that, it's going to jump to where the file is located and open up all the other folders. Fantastic. So that is a way from whichever file is selected to see where you are currently in the directories. But let's just talk this through. So from our top level folder, we are in the app folder. Well, that makes sense. We're working on the app. We don't really care about Gradle or IDEA or the other Gradle folder. We have libs and source. Well, the source files, these are the actual things that we're typing. So the source files that we're working on in our app. Then main, the sort of main folder. Res, standing for resources. And layout. This is a layout resource. Okay, so we'll go through this step by step because it'll be easier to see that way. So I'm going to close this and go through that one more time. So open up the top folder. So everything's now collapsed. So Gradle, IDEA, Gradle, these files don't really care right now. App, this is where you want to be. Let's open up app. Okay, there's not too many things here, just two folders. Libs, again, we're not going to be spending much time in there. Source, our app source files, brilliant. Let's open that. Okay, three more folders. Android test, main, and test. We're not writing any tests right now, so main is where we're going to be working for the time being. So app, source, the main source files. And then we have two more folders, the Java, the code, and the resource files. And our layout.xml file, it's a resource file. Let's open it. Okay, we've got quite a lot of folders here, lots of mip-map folders and drawable and values, but we want the layout files. And there we are. One more time. App, source, main, resource, and layout. Do not worry if you don't have this memorized just yet. This will, in a very short amount of time, in a few videos, become second nature. And as you'll see, in all these folders and files, there's only a handful of places, 2 or 3 main locations in the directories which we're going to be working in. And this is one of them.